Jed Myall is not your average 75-year-old. He is a son, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a business owner, a marathoner, and a world traveler. As his granddaughter, I know a lot of things about his life. He was one of 6 children. He met my grandmother when he was just 15. He graduated from Arizona State University. He fathered 4 children. He started his own plumbing company, and he has traveled to more countries than anyone I know. But I wanted to sit down and hear some of the stories about his life that no one really knows. He was born in San Francisco in 1939 and lived there until he was 11. He enjoyed playing in Golden Gate Park and running around with his friends in a game called Heats, which is similar to tag. Apparently, one time they found themselves on the roof of a burning building. Needless to say, he was quite a troublemaker. I asked what the best part about being the oldest child was.
I had a lot of freedom, especially when I moved to Redwood City.
It was there in Redwood City that he met my grandmother. They dated for a while, on and off, until they finally married in 1960. They had 4 kids: Megan, Molly, Gannon, and Garen. The kids grew up playing sports year-round, including football, soccer, baseball, and track. In the winter, Jed and Helen would take them all to Lake Tahoe every weekend to ski. In the summer, they would spend their days backpacking around the mountains of California. They even climbed Mount Whitney, the tallest peak in the state. I asked Jed about his favorite backpacking trip.
And we started out at Tenaya Lake, and for 6 days, we went through the mountains. One day, a bear got into our backpack. Stole everything but the cup of soup, Lipton, and we had to eat fish that I was catching. They bitched. Oh man, did they complained. And we stopped at the Sierra Lake, and I bought them each 10 pounds of M&Ms. That shut them up. And we went down, we hiked into Yosemite, Little Yosemite, which is above the floor by maybe 5 miles. And that's where Grandma chased a bear away from the camp. I was asleep.
After working at Dalzell Plumbing for many years, he grew dissatisfied with the company and quit. With 3 kids in college, he knew he needed to make money somehow.
So I started APSI as an international business because I like to travel.
And travel he does. He has been to 65 countries, including India, China, Singapore, Dubai, Egypt, Greece, Australia, and plenty of others. In addition to that, he and Helen have been to 9 Olympic Games, starting with Mexico City in 1968.
One of the things that I learned was that good sports activity, good sports participation also was good mental awareness.
After Mexico City, they went to Munich, and then took all 4 kids on a road trip to the Games in Montreal. More recently, they have started to take their grandkids to the Olympics. I went with them to Beijing in 2008. So what's the draw? Why do they keep going back?
I enjoy the sports. I enjoy the people, the activities. One of the things that most enjoyable has been to take the kids. We're down to the last 2 to go to Rio de Janeiro.
Though many people close to him would say that he is still a big troublemaker, Jed's life sure has changed since his days of playing tag in San Francisco. Being a father, owning a business, and experiencing other cultures have opened his eyes to the world. I have always admired his sense of adventure, and now, at 75 years old, it doesn't appear as though he will stop exploring anytime soon. I asked him one last cliché question. What is one piece of advice you would like to pass on to your 9 grandchildren? He said, you just have to work hard and smile.